Hello, this is Andy with the Travium Group, and this is a PPC audit for Regalatic. The first thing we're going to do is come in and grab your reports, do some quick calculations here. So we got $860 in ad spend over the last 60 days, 2,400 total sessions with 128 total orders at a 5.3% conversion rate. With that conversion rate, it takes you 18.7 sessions per conversion at a cost per session of 36 cents and a cost per conversion of $6.74 if we multiply those two numbers together. We have an average order value of $17.13, 17 pounds 13, total sales of 2,200 over the last 30 days with around a 40% tacos. Now, if you're not familiar with tacos, it stands for total advertising cost of sale. It is your ad spend divided by your total sales and helps us to track your profitability over time. So basically, if you have 50% profit margins on this product with a 40% tacos, that leaves 10% left over in profit after Amazon ad spend. So what we want to focus on is where we can maximize your total sales while minimizing your tacos so we can maximize your profitability, and that's what I'm going to focus on in this audit today. Now, going through your listing here, right away, your images, I like talking about the strong. That is the biggest benefit. I would definitely combine the 40 kilograms, can hold more than 40 grams, with this first image here, right? The second image, because that's the biggest thing that people are looking for, a nice strong shelf. Talk about it holds more than 40 kilograms, that's equal to the size of a large dog or something like that. Alright, and I hope it holds it with the anchors and not in studs, so that's definitely important too. Perfect fit. So in the perfect fit one, we talk about 90 degrees, high quality with lip. Now the lip does tell me that it is a perfect fit, but then at the same time, I would say like what size wood is best. Like if it's a common wood size, I would put that in there. Common wood size you could buy at any large, construction store or whatever like that. All right, so complete solution. This one looks good. No special skill required to install. Now for this, I would probably show the install steps, right? I would say step 1, drill a hole. Step 2, put that in there. Step 3, screw in. You're installed, right? There should be just a quick 4-step, page, and that's all you need for that one. Organize your kitchen with style. So I do like you showing it in the kitchen because that's probably a big place that people use it. Can hold more than 40 kilograms. Like I said, I would combine that, and I would add a video if you don't already have one. And your graphics could look a little bit better. I definitely recommend in all your infographics here, let's really focus on the benefits of the product and back it up with your features. The same thing with the bullet points. Really title each bullet point with a main benefit of the product, then back it up with the features and the rest of the bullet point. And make sure you fill out that title to 200 characters. It looks like you've done a decent job of that here. And you got to work on those ratings. Those are definitely low right now. You want to, give some free products away to some people on, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you find your customers, and give out some free products. Get some reviews going. All right. Scrolling down, you want to make sure you're running defensive ads for sponsor products, sponsor brand, and sponsor display, so we can kick as many of your competitors off of your listing as possible. And then you got the A+ content going, which looks good. It's a little bit repeat from what's above, but other than that, it looks good. I would love a new graphic designer to redo these images, have the same theme from up above, down below, and just have a lot more branding, a lot more brand colors that's very consistent across everything. And reusing the same images up above and below doesn't really do a lot for the customer. Alright, make sure, like I said, you're running those defensive video ads as well. And I think your reviews is your biggest issue right now because 3.9 isn't giving me very strong feelings. And even that, it's only got 2 actual reviews. The other ones are ratings. So definitely get some more reviews coming in because this one is, it seems weird that they're saying it's not very flexible. Why would you want it flexible? You want it to be heavy duty and strong. So that doesn't really seem like a really good review for me. So definitely get some more reviews. That'll help your conversion rate quite a bit. Now, this is a product we use called Data Dive, where we'll grab your competitors' ASINs, we'll grab yours, and we'll do a comparison across this niche. You can see some of the people with 95% of their keywords on page 1 are doing 12,000, 8,000, 10,000, 16,000 a month in sales. Now this one does have a 4-pack, right? I assume, I don't know if you could even sell a 4-pack for close to that same price, but you could always test that out, right? It looks like a lot of people are selling 4-packs for around $20, and you have a, this 2-pack for around 14. Let's look at your other one. Is your other one a 4-pack? Let's check it out. Looks like they're both 2-pack, so definitely test out a 4-pack. You could probably sell it for a pretty similar price and see how that does. Maybe a lot of people want the 4-pack, the 6-pack. And that's another differentiation. Like some people want to do 3 shelves, so offer different sizes. Alright, and then what I'm seeing on here is it's only showing 5% of your keywords on page 1. If we come over here, you can see that 5%. So basically just not many of the keywords. Right now we're sorted by relevancy, so you want to really hit on these super relevant ones like heavy duty shelf brackets and things like that to try to get the best conversion rate possible. And right now we only got 20 keywords in this keyword research, but we would do very in-depth keyword research across multiple different platforms so we can maximize all the traffic going into your listing. Alright, so yeah, there's tons of keywords in here we can go after. We want to make sure you're hitting on those in your ads, which we're going to jump into your ads next. Right, and the key is getting more keywords onto page 1. So we have to figure out your conversion rate, figure out where you're converting best, push more ad spend towards that, take away ad spend to where you're not, and just keep maximizing sales, maximizing conversions, and getting you more profits. Let me exit out of this. Open this back up again. So across your sponsored product campaigns, I started to grab some data here. So let me open up a filter here. We can get, looks like portfolios from Shafiq. Alright, and then we can see the campaigns, the product ads, the negative keywords. I'm going to get rid of the negative keywords inside of here. I only want to focus on, actually I'll get rid of product ads, negative keywords, campaign negatives, and that's good. Alright, so now we can see your campaigns, right? We got 1 campaign with 1 ad group and about 4 product targets. That's pretty good. At Trivium, we don't like to add more than 5 keywords per campaign or 5 targets per campaign. And it seems like you do a good job there. This one's got quite a bit of keywords in it. But if we scroll to the right, we can start to see, maybe I'll move this over. And I'll move this down. Alright, so now when I scroll, it comes with us. Alright, so we can see this is an auto campaign. We have the 4 autos all enabled here, and it looks like most of them aren't really getting, actually no, they are paused. So pause, pause, pause. It looks like we only have close match running, and that's exactly how we like to do our autos at Trivium, with only 1 automatic targeting group enabled per campaign, because you have a lot more control. You have your bids, your budgets, and your placements all in that single keyword. Alright, so it looks like that one, 124, 58% ACOS, not too bad. So you want to have a target ACOS you're going after, which we'll get into in a second. I just want to kind of look at your campaigns. Looks like this one, you got all of them except close match here. So it looks like you have 2 with close match, which is, kind of weird. I don't think you need, to double that, right? Close match twice. Really, maybe this campaign could be focusing on substitutes. Scrolling down. This one is looks like we don't have too many keywords in this campaign. Shelf brackets, black, industrial shelf brackets, both getting some impressions, but not a ton of clicks over the last 60 days. Right, your click-through rate is pretty low, so that's where I would really focus on that main image, try to increase that main image, increase that click-through rate, see if we can get some more clicks into there. Now this one, this is that next campaign with a bunch of keywords in it. Right, so if we start to look, a lot of these keywords in this campaign, some are paused, some are enabled. Let's just get rid of everything paused and just focus on the enabled stuff. Alright, so now we can see, looks like a lot of those campaigns were actually paused as well. Okay, campaign enabled, bidding strategy. Now we got about 1 category in this campaign, only a couple of keywords in this campaign, so it's good. Looks like you've kind of narrowed it down a little bit, not having too many keywords per campaign, per ad group. So that's a good way to do it. Alright, so like I said, we do about 5 targets max per campaign, but it does seem like there's a lot more keywords that you can go after than you're currently going after. You got the Regalatic, you got some shelf brackets, but it doesn't seem like you've really done your keyword research to go after all those super relevant keywords that I was able to quickly find in this data dive. So we got about 20 of them in here that are very relevant towards your product. Alright, so Jumping back into it, let's talk about the bids. Let's adjust your placements first, and then we'll get into the bids. Now with this bidding adjustment, what that's going to give us is your placement modifiers. You have top of search and product pages. Now let's go ACOS high to low. First off, we're going to see where you have super high ACOS. Now this one's at a 15%, 123% ACOS. I would start to bring that back down to 0. And then this one we have 91%, same thing, 170 top of search. I would start to bring that back down, back down, maybe not all the way down, maybe drop it to like 120%, because that 91% is a little bit high. But this is really depending on what your target ACOS is, right? We're going to optimize towards that target ACOS, and you want to tweak these on a weekly basis to optimize them towards your goals, right? We got 18% ACOS here. Now these ones are starting to do really well. These three here, I would raise them every week as they continuously perform. Now if we go spend high to low, we're going to see like this one, $26 in spend, 0% ACOS. Now we don't have a placement modifier there, so we can't go further down than 0. Alright, so you want to modify these on sponsored product and sponsored brands. The sponsored brands, you also have some placements that you could use, and that's just if you have, manual. So as you see here, manual campaigns, you have this. It's a negative bid adjustment where you could decrease everything other than the top of search. So your bid is set for top of search, and you decrease your bid for anything that's not top of search. Alright, so you can switch these to manual too and have more control over that. Alright, so jumping back into here, next thing we want to talk about is adjusting your bids. Now, like I said, you want to start to adjust those placement modifiers on a weekly basis. But let's get into product targeting and keyword. Now we can see your actual bids. We can go ACOS low to high or high to low. First off, these ones, pretty good, right? So continue to optimize them based on that cost per click is what I would do. So if we have let's say our ACOS is 50%, so we have a 55-cent cost per click, 59% ACOS, so I want to lower that ACOS down a little bit. In order to do that, I want to lower my bid below my cost per click, which you have done so. This one looks like your bid is a little bit above your cost per click to try to push a little bit more sales. If you want the ACOS down, you need to drop your bid below your cost per click. 54 cents here, very close. Looks like 50% is probably around your target. Now this one, where you have a 22% cost per click, or 22% ACOS, I would raise your bid above this 90 cents, which it's currently not, right? It's currently only at 63. And then $1.05 here, so Regalatic, obviously you're going to do well on those. So usually I would just keep my bid high on those ones just to keep performing well. Now we also can go spend high to low to look at where we're not performing, right? Where we're not getting sales. You get $11 in spend here and $10 in spend here with no sales. All right, so there's definitely, you want to optimize those based on that. And part of optimizing these close match, loose match category, ASIN expanded, if you have any ASIN expanded, which it doesn't look like you do, is going into the search term report, figuring out where that spend is happening, and starting to add negative keywords. So if we come in here, we run a filter, you can see the customer search term here. First off, let's go sales high to low, or let's go ACOS high to low. So if it's got a profitable ACOS, I would say anything under that 80%. So all these ones that made sales that were not exact match. So if we go into match type, let's get rid of exact match out of there. So we want to look at the ones that came from the auto, the broad, the phrase, things like that. And we want to start to grab these search terms, customer search term column here, start to launch these into new campaigns every single week as they perform. Because the job of these auto, the broad, the phrase campaigns is to discover new keywords for you. So start to grab these every single week and launch them into new campaigns. Alright, we recommend doing one campaign with one ad group and 5 targets per campaign, which you've seem to have done a good job on so far. So you got 9-inch. Right, so if yours is 9-inch, right, we can go back into your listing and kind of look at that. Because, yeah, it was the UK, but they're looking for inch there. So let's, so 9.5-inch, right? So if that's like a common wood piece, I would definitely advertise that a little bit more. And you see people are buying it when you type in 9-inch. That happened twice. So definitely go after 9-inch. 9-inch shelf, 9-inch shelf bracket. Definitely go after those type of keywords. Make sure you're launching these every single week to continuously get more sales, right? Shelf brackets black, I would go after pretty hard. Broad match, things like that. Alright, and then the next thing we want to look at is where are you spending a lot of money but not making sales. So if I go spend high to low, you can see all these ones that are 0% ACOS. So all these, you spent $10, $6, $4, and you didn't make sales. So what you want to do here is figure out when you're going to add these as negative keywords. So let's say you don't want higher than $10 in spend without a sale. So if something spends $10 and doesn't make a sale, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Maybe you want $6 in spend. So you can add both of these ones as negatives here. All you want to do is go back into the ad groups where they're at and start to add those as negatives. Okay, you can see the ad groups names right here. Here's the campaign names. Here's the ad groups names. You could do it with a bulk file upload, which that's a little bit more complicated. Or you could just go into your campaign manager, find those campaigns, find those ad groups, and add these to as negative product targets. And then these ones would be negative exact match keywords in those ad groups. Alright, so you want to constantly, every week, add these wasted search terms as well. Alright, so other than that, there's not too much I'm going to go into. We went over that, we went over your listing. If you have any specific questions, please ask. With the Trivium group, you're going to get a dedicated team in your account to work on things. If you're looking for full PPC management, we're happy to do that. A dedicated team will be in your account doing this for you, optimizing your bids, your budgets, your placements, adding these negatives, doing that keyword research, coming up with KPIs and goals to constantly improve things over time, hit these goals, set new goals, and just keep improving. Right? If you want to focus on launching more products while we're in here making all these products more profitable, we're happy to do so. So if you're interested, book a call above, or leave a comment below if you have any questions at all. And we're happy to dive in deeper, start to get a little bit more professionality to your PPC campaigns, help you, to optimize your listing a little bit better to really rise to the top of this niche. All right, so thank you for signing up for the PPC audit and have a great rest of your day.